We're going to be working on a 60-second practice. That's something you guys are going to learn how to do before the program's over. And the way that we're going to get to that is when you get very familiar with the practice, as you're doing practice every day, what I want you to look for is which movements feel really good for your body. And I want you to identify about five or six movements, a handful of movements. And so this could be different for each person because we carry tension in different areas of the body. We have different lifestyles, we sit in different positions, there's all these things, so our bodies feel a little different. So therefore, when we find the movements that work really well for us, we start to identify them, we start to remember them. Those are the movements that we're going to be using in our 60-second practice. And a 60-second practice is all it is. It's just a handful of movements. It could be 3 or 4 movements, could be 6 or 7, but it's just a handful of movements. And you put them together in a very simple sequence that these movements will target all of the areas in your body that holds on to tension, that feels a little stuck. These movements will open up your energy the fastest. And now throughout the day, anytime that you need a little reset, need a quick charge up, you would just do this very, very short practice. And it doesn't even have to be 60 seconds. It can be 20 seconds. It's really that fast. It's just like the idea of, when we are wanting to stretch, you're sitting here and then you reach your arms up, right? You reach your arms up and kind of go to the side. It's just a very natural thing, right? Someone goes, and then they just reach up really quick. So that's like a natural thing. Everybody knows how to do that. So it's the same idea. It's like, okay, I'm feeling a tension. So what do I do? All right, so then now we just go into this movement without thinking about it. And within 20 seconds, 60 seconds, we can release 50%, 60, 70% of the tension. And therefore, you probably won't get rid of all of it, to be honest. But if you can get rid of a part of it, or even a majority of it, with a very short period of time, it's the difference between how you're going to feel for the next couple hours, how you're going to show up to a meeting, how your conversation is going to be. I've created a lot of short little go-to practices throughout the years. My most recent one is probably the shortest yet. And the moves, they're not even only one of them is in the practice. And it's just because over time, they just evolve. The movement starts to evolve. I start to understand my body even more. And I go, well, if I just do it this way, I can get to that part faster, more effectively. It's easier, it's more, it accommodates to all situations. And so the one that I use now, I've been doing for about 8-9 months, and it looks like this. So I'll show you guys really quick, and then we're going to dive into the next lesson. So this may not work for you guys. Maybe for some of you guys it could, but this was specifically created for me. So I hold tension here in the lower back and here in the upper back, because I'm sitting on my phone, creating videos all the time, answering messages, Telegram, you name it. All right. And so when I'm carrying tension here, what I do, the first move is I go into a forward fold. So when I come to forward fold, I'm stretching my calves, my hamstrings, and my glutes, and my lower back, just by coming down. Now my upper back, I come down, and I bring my chest to my knees. So automatically, when I did that, I just felt my upper back crack. Now from here, I want to get rid of the tension on the side. So then I come to the side here. So you guys couldn't hear it, but I just heard a pop here on this left side. And then now I'm going to do the same on this side. There's a pop right here. So then now I'm going to go in deep in the stretch. So I'm going to sit down here into a squat. I'm going to hold on to my ankle, and then from the front, and I simply go to the side. And now I get another angle onto the side. You see, when I was in this position and I went to the side, this angle here from my side is different than this one here. And then I do the same. And then from this position, I come down to my knees, and then I drop back. And I just go into a quad stretch. And then I sit up, and I'm done. And if I need to do it again, I'll come back, and then I'll just do the same thing. And I'll just do it as many times as I need. So, really, really simple.